It is not a secret that I love driving around Zimbabwe. I like the idea that even when you meet strangers in a place that you have never been, people that you've never seen, and people that have never seen you, but still when you meet them, they immediately become so familiar to you. And that's because of the connection that just exists by virtue of just meeting up with a fellow Zimbabwean wherever they may come from. On this occasion, I am on my way to Buhera, and we have chosen to use this route, which I do not favor much. There are three possible ways to get to my rural homestead in Buhera. First, you can go via Chivu, a route that is preferred by those that will be traveling to the part of Buhera that is around Buhera Center, Buhera offices. And you can also go to my rural homestead via Marondera, Nyazura, in that direction, coming back to Dorowa. And that is my preferred route. The shortest route, however, is the one that takes you via Wedza, and that's the one that we are on today. Past St. Mary's, we approach Chikwana Shopping Center. I wonder if things are still the same, because back in the day, people used to drive from all over Harare, especially on Fridays and Saturdays, to come and have some fun here at Chikwana Shopping Center. That's Chikwana 10 off there, and we drive past. And now we are at Makoni Shopping Center. And this is an example, that a demonstration that Zimbabwe has pretty much stayed stagnant for a long time. This place should be bustling mini little city if all things were equal, but it is still an old, rugged little place with the same buildings and same shops from all those years ago. Nothing much has changed, other than the people that you just see, an increased number of people that you see selling their wares on the streets, which is a phenomenon that is quite common in Zimbabwe now. However, I would like to requalify these people that are referred to as informal traders, and I would like to call them counter-formal traders, because to call them informal traders really diminishes their contribution to the GDP, because a lot of trade takes place here. So here we go. These are all our counter-formal traders, not informal traders. Oh, there's a new building. Nice to see. To the left, you're going to Marondera, and we are taking a right to go towards What Love Wedza. Now, this place here, Mushandira Pamwe, feels like a gateway. It feels like you need a passport to transition onto the next stage of your journey towards a place famously known as Njanja. Welcome to Mushandira Pamwe at Mahusekwa 10 off. And this part of the journey is the reason why I dislike coming through Wedza when we are going to Buhera. This is about the worst stretch of the road imaginable. It is absolutely atrocious. I do not know why it has taken so long to complete this road. The distance from Mushandira Pamwe to Wedza is approximately 60 kilometers. And yet, so many years later, we are still here. This trip has been like this forever, for ages, and it is not nice to drive on. They might as well just remove this Musanawe road in the middle of it and then just leave it as gravel or just a dirt road. I think the driving will be a lot smoother. Absolutely terrible this. I know they've been working on this road coming from the Wedza direction towards Harare, but I can't imagine that it has taken so long. 45 years later, they have reached Bonongwe coming from Wedza. It has taken this long, but hey, something is getting done, and I must say this is a smooth road. Lovely drive. If they can do this all the way to Mushandira Pamwe, or even all the way to Harare or to Marondera, whichever way they choose, this will be absolutely brilliant. This will become my favorite part of the drive going to Buhera. Otherwise, never again until then. After the tire fix at Oroa, we are at Gaza 10 off. This is where we head off towards Kumushakwedu Kubepe. And I kid you not, this place you see on the right hand side here was just a field about 18 months ago. But thanks to an investment by our local MP, this is what we have now. It's a nice little investment that he has done. And in keeping with urban trends, it's got its own little takeaway place, fast food place called Chicken Hati. And this leg of the road now is what I call going home. It's a lot better drive on this dirt road than it was on that road between Mushandira Pamwe and now Bonongwe. My only issue with this stretch of the road is that further down is where Sabistar is. Sabistar is a mine, is a lithium mine that apparently is quite rich in the resource, and it's been operated by the Chinese. And this is the road that leads to that mine, and all the ore that is coming out of there, or whatever it is that they are mining in there, passes through this road on its way back to the third road, going to Nyazura, and then Mutare into Mozambique via Forbes border post. And they haven't done anything to fix it. The place we've just passed is Bidiri. It's known as Bidiri. A long story for another day to explain how it became to be called Bidiri. So here to the left is Sabistar mine, but we head off towards the right to cross the mountain range. I found out the other day that this same mountain range is the one that goes all the way to Christmas Pass, which can only mean that there is probably lithium all the way into Christmas Pass going into Mozambique via the Vumba. Yep, but anyway, we are going home. That's what we came here for, not for lithium. And across the Bepe mountain range we have crossed. Now we are in the Sabi escarpment. The plains that welcomed and accommodated my grandfather as a young man seeking better pastures for his large herd of cattle, and now we have the privilege of calling it home. I know I have complained about the mine not doing anything about the road that leads up to here, even though they are extracting quite a very valuable resource. But on the other end, I also feel something would be lost if these roads were to be changed, particularly what I would call the last mile. There is something about them, the way they are, that just says welcome home. I can't imagine this part of the road being changed at all, because it just takes away something. Maybe it will be better when if they do get tired, but I just feel that it will sort of like take away that which actually says you are approaching a rural home, a rural homestead. You are coming home. You are connecting with your roots. Let me know in the comment section if you feel the same way, that these roads that lead to rural homesteads should be left alone and left the way they are. This is home, friends. This is home. Especially for some of us who've spent so many years in the diaspora. When you come to these plains, when you come to places like this, you just get this embrace in the air that you can't get anywhere else. It's just this love, this hug. It's like the environment just hugs you in a way that you can never experience whatever station you are. This is home. This is absolutely home. You feel it. And that's the homestead. That's the homestead. We are approaching the homestead now. Still under construction. Slowly. But we'll get there. Take our time. But we're going to make something beautiful out of this. Legacy demands that we do the very best that we can to restore this place to its former glory, and that we are doing. Yeah, and that's Mamoyo. Bless her.
Let's go.
And Mr. Jacob, of course. Love this couple. Mr. Jacob. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please comment and like all our content. Thank you.